Hi everyone, and welcome back to the obvious response series for Farming Simulator 22. So, this is going to be the sixth episode in the series. And just a quick recap, in the last episode, we transported some bales and then we got into chicken coops and we set these up on one side of our field, and the honey, the beehives alongside this field. We have fertilized the fields for now, so our next step would be to mulch them so that the lime and the fertilizer and the crop stubble can get mixed together, and that also acts as one layer of fertilizer, so we won't have to do a second layer, I'm hoping, because our field will be fully fertilized once we are done with the mulching. So our mulcher is still at the shop. We'll just go and quickly pick it up. So we are still making do with just two tractors for now. Honestly, just one tractor because I haven't driven the larger one at all. That is just because, first of all, we have a lot of time at our hands since the game setting is on real time, and that is only because we want to get through these fields with as much detail as possible, and probably as we go along in the series, we'll skip the details later on. But yeah, for these three fields, we will follow the complete process, and I will try to include all the details in the videos. Later on in the series, we can probably, skip the actual working, or jump from step to step. But yeah, so this is our mulcher, and we just unfolded it. And if we look at the controls menu, we'll probably increase its speed again, let's say to 30, and we just need to lower it. So this will work on the adjoining grass also. Yeah, but if we go over the field, so this is how the texture changes from being fertilized to mulched. So that is how it looks like after mulching. And if we have a quick look at the map, let me just turn these off for now. And if we look at the soil composition, so this color highlights that it has been mulched. So that is how you can differentiate what part of the field has been mulched and what is still pending. So these still need plowing, so we'll keep this off for now. But yeah, so let's get on with it very quickly. done, let's fold this up. And park this right here somewhere. We have lots of space, so we don't need to. So that's the mulcher. So we have done the lime, we have done the fertilizing, and we have done the mulching. So both our fields are now mulched and fertilized, and they don't need any lime. So our next step would be to plow these, and yeah, for that we will use the large tractor here. We can use the medium one again with the stone picker. But for the plow, because this is a very heavy and it digs into the soil, so it takes a lot of power, so we'll probably use the larger of the two tractors with this tool. So the plow, again, it doesn't need to be started or anything, it just needs to be unfolded. So let's unfold this first and see how much it spans. And accordingly we can place. So plow can also be used to create new fields. So later on in the game, if we want to join these three fields or two fields together, we can use the plow to convert the middle area into a field itself. But for now, we'll just stick with the current field specification because we don't want to change too much too quickly. So I've just placed it down using V, and I am going to increase the speed of this to 30. So that's the field plowed, and you can see the edge still says needs lime, but that's the edge. The field actually doesn't need any lime, but you can see these small stones that have unearthed or come up in the field, so we will need to collect those. So now you can see we have unearthed, or the stones have come up. These two fields are mulched, this is fertilized. And if we enable the needs plowing, nothing happens because these fields no longer need plowing. So we are ready to put seeds in these fields. As soon as I this folds up, and we can place it in the larger shed also, but yeah, this should be good enough. Straighten this up a bit. And there we go. So that's our plow, which has eventually made its way onto the farm. The next step is to collect all the stones that have come up as a result of the plowing. So that will be all three fields. Again, let's go through that very quickly. If this video runs long due to the number of activities that we are doing and the speed at which we are doing that, I mean, I'll probably try to increase the playback speed of some of the sections, because uh, we want all this in a single video, so that all this is not scattered across two videos. Interesting is the tire placement on the stone collector. You can see the axle is not straight. Those tires, one is a little bit ahead of the other one. So a nice little detail. So we can start collecting stones now. So if you remember, this has an unrealistic working width. So I'll show you in a minute what that actually looks like, and you can let me know if that doesn't work for you or it seems too unrealistic. We can probably change that, but again, it will take more time than we would want. So yeah, so the first step would be to lower, just like baling. We would unfold it, and that's the unrealistic width that I'm talking about. So that's a 10-meter width, and we have the unrealistic markers, so it is showing us how much area will be affected. So yeah, even though the stone picker has very less width, it will still pick up stones from the area which is highlighted in red. So yeah, it looks very unrealistic, I'm not gonna lie to you. But stone picking is something which you have to do every time you plow a field, and you will see that it takes a lot of time even on these smaller fields. So the unrealistic width serves its purpose, because we can actually do it much quicker. So it is lowered. Let's start it up. So in this case, we'll have to decrease the working speed because this is a 81 km/h modded version. Bring that down to 30 and let's get on with it. So yeah. So periodic plow is on. So that means we don't have to plow each and every time. But when I usually play the game, I plow it every time before putting the seeds in. So maybe we can try skipping it for a particular field and see if we get any weed growing over there. So field number 38 and 41 are now clear of all in any stones. So let's head over to 40 and get this done. Okay. So that's all the stones collected for now. Let's quickly check if we have missed any. Doesn't look like it. So yeah, that's all of our fields. So after you pick the stones, these will actually go back to cultivated state. but yeah, it will still have all the benefits of plowing, because as you can see, these are now 50% fertilized, and they don't need plowing or lime or anything. So we can just go right ahead and bring up our seeder and decide what we are going to plant at the moment. So the only crop that we can plant, like the only grain crop which we can plant at the moment, is canola. If we look at the calendar right here, so this is the only one which we can plant apart from olives, which require a different field setting. Grass, oilseed radish, all these are used to increase the fertility of the field. So we'll go ahead with planting canola on field number 40 and field number 41 for now. We probably want to plant some wheat also, but think we'll do that on some other field later on, because that is what we are feeding our chickens at the moment. And on field number 38, we'll plant some grass so that we can create silage for when we plan to add cows to our farm. So let's quickly head over to the shop and pick up our seeder. Yep, that's a nice looking machine right there. I know everything was supposed to be green, but yeah, some of the tractors and the machines don't allow customization of um, color customization to be exact. So once we buy more tractors, we can probably assign red tractors to the red machines and green tractors to the green tools, that we have some sort of color coordination. Not that it is required, but yeah, just looks good. And just one of the extra things that you can do in a game. So let's check the seeds. So this is our seed silo. So let's fill it up first. And I am sure that this is not going in there without making a mess. So we'll probably refill it using us the smaller tractor. Because this can easily go in there, and I think the machine can also fit. We had to have greenhouse. So yeah, we'll have to do this every time. Anyways, I don't think there are any covers which we need to open. So we can just start filling. So it will fill up both. First we'll fill up the seeds. That's the seeds. and then we'll go around and fill up the fertilizer. So it will give us the second application of the fertilizer so that we don't have to do it separately again. And then we'll disconnect this tractor, put it over here, take the bigger one and attach it. And get to seeding. So we'll start with this field, and you can change the seed type using Y. So currently this is wheat, then this is barley, this is oats, and this is canola. This is the one we want. We'll just go in here and just unfold the seeder. This is a very good animation. So that's the seeder unfolded. Then we can just lower it into the ground, start it, and get on with it. And if you have a look at it, it says it has canola and it is growing. We have a yield bonus of 95% and it is fully fertilized. So once we are done with rolling, I think we should have 100% yield bonus. Double check on the map. So we have canola growing on both of these fields. I think we missed a bit right there. Crop field number 40. Let's quickly check if we can do anything about it. It's here somewhere, not sure where. Yep, looking right at it, but I can't see it anywhere. Standing right on top of it, let's just see if we can get it, or is it those weird bits? The edge of the map. No, can't get it. Have to leave it as it is. Hold it. Let's get back to our sheds. And we'll probably park it. Here with the mulcher. Alright, so that's our first crop in the ground, and I'm stuck. So in the next episode, we'll probably be planting grass on field number 38. On this field, we'll plant some grass, and we already have canola in both of these fields. It is 95% yield bonus and 100% fertilized. So once we roll these fields, see it's 96 to 98% on this field. So once we roll it tomorrow, probably we'll surely get 100% yield bonus. So we'll plant some grass, we'll roll those fields and check if we have achieved what we have been trying to do. But yeah, thank you for watching. We'll probably put in water for these greenhouses also. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you like the content, please like, comment or subscribe. All your suggestions are welcome. This is me signing off. See you next time. Cheers. Bye bye.